So welcome, my name's Gaynor from FitFish, and in this video I want to talk about calories on restaurant menus. How does it make you feel? Have you been out lately? Have you seen the calories on restaurant menus? Has it affected your choice in a good way, in a bad way? How does it make you feel in general? On Friday, I went out with some of the FitFish team, which was lovely because we don't get together socially at all, really, because we all live in different parts of the country. But we all came together. Well, some of us came together for Jen Baker's conference, Elevate. And the night before, we went out for dinner, which was great. We went to a Lebanese restaurant. It was absolutely lovely, but I remember there being the calories on the menu, and it just reminded me how much I don't like it, and I just find it quite uncomfortable. So I was interested to hear how you find it and whether you like it or not. Does it make you feel guilty? Is it helpful for you? Let me know. That'd be really good. So there are three reasons really why I think I don't like them on the menus. Firstly, because it suggests that calories are some kind of measure worth living by, some kind of indicator of health. But we know that's not true. There's no mention on the menu of salt content, whether it's processed, how processed it is, how many vitamins and minerals are in there, what's the saturated fat content. None of that is talked about. It's just calories, which is suggesting that calories is the measure that we live by when we want to be healthy, which just isn't true at all. And I can understand perhaps that the people who have decided this is a good idea want to tackle the obesity crisis. But actually, also, it's not directly related to that either, because if someone fills up on lower calorie foods, it possibly means they're not fulfilling their needs and will eat more later on. So it doesn't really work in that way either. So focusing on calories, you're potentially missing out on some great healthy food that could be really good for you and help you to be a healthier person. So if your aim when you're going out is to be healthier, I'm not sure calories is the answer there. Secondly, when you go out for food, unless you do it all the time, and perhaps then it's a little bit different, but possibly the reason you're going out isn't anything to do with calories. It's probably not your aim. There's so much more when you go out. If it was just about eating as few calories as possible, you would have stayed at home. You could have had a cup of soup or a glass of water. So food has many purposes. And I think when you go out for a meal, the purposes are mainly enjoyment, community, social occasions, celebrating. And food has four main reasons, I think, why we have it: for nutrition, for replenishment, for energy, and also for enjoyment. And I believe that enjoyment's a big part of what God created food for, because he could have designed us just to eat leaves or to have pellets, or maybe some kind of body that just feeds itself and doesn't need food. But instead he created this wide variety of beautiful, tasty food. So I really believe that one of the reasons we eat is for enjoyment, and surely no more so than when you're socializing and when you're out with friends. And when you have low calorie foods, or even 0 calorie foods that you sometimes see in health food shops, so you might have 0 calorie noodles, 0 calorie soup, well, it doesn't actually offer any of those things. It doesn't offer nutrition. That's impossible if there's no calories with it. It doesn't offer replenishment, doesn't offer energy, and it doesn't offer enjoyment. So there's no point to 0 calorie food. So why are we focusing on the calories on the menus? And thirdly, I believe it's really putting a stick in a plaster over what's going on. We've already talked about the fact that lowest calorie isn't the healthiest. I believe counting calories covers up all the real reasons that you overeat. It makes you feel guilty. Looking at the reasons it stops you looking at the reasons why you eat what you don't want to. And there's so many emotions related to food, but if you just focus on counting calories, you're not looking at any of those things at all, and you're unable to move forward in this area and move forward on this journey. Unfortunately, you'll then be stuck in that kind of cycle for possibly the whole of your life. I remember when I was on some well-known diets, I just made some really skewed decisions because of calories. I remember being on a certain diet where butternut squash was 0 points. So I ended up having it mashed, chipped, fried, spiralized, everything. My boyfriend at the time joked that I should plough my small garden into a butternut squash field. I ate so much of it. And unsurprisingly, it actually made me feel really sick in the end. And there was a period of my life where I couldn't eat it at all. And I made some other decisions where I would pick the lower point or lower calorie option because I didn't want the higher calorie one, because I thought, well, why have an avocado? Why have a banana when I can have some rich tea biscuits, a bag of Skips, and some pink wafer biscuits, and maybe some Weight Watchers sweets, something like that. So I made some really skewed decisions because calories was my aim, not health. So calories really aren't the whole picture. They are a tiny, tiny picture. So that's why it frustrates me so much, I think. So what do you do if actually you do have health concerns? You would like to possibly lose some body fat, get a bit healthier. What can you do instead? Well, I would suggest to keep things loose. This is something you're going to be on for the rest of your life. You don't want any black or white lines that you can trip over and be on or off something. Perhaps do something like 80% of the time, eat natural foods, 20% of the time, eat other things that you enjoy. Something we talk about in my membership groups is cinching, where you continue eating as you eat now, but you just cinch everything in slightly. Perhaps look at changing your body composition, so doing some more resistance work, muscle bearing exercise. It's got to be a gradual process. This is something you'll be on for life, and it's got to be your normal way of eating. If you'd like some help, some support, if you'd like to join our fantastic Healthy, Whole and Free community, then I would love to have you there. We have a teaching program that you can join at any time, and it's delivered to your inbox in really small bite-sized chunks. So you get just a weekly video and a couple of things to do every week for 6 months. And there's some live teaching elements and live coaching, as well as a Facebook group. So I'd love to see you in there. I'd love to help you on this journey and work out what's going on for you in this area so that you can move forward in freedom. I hope that's been helpful. I'd love to know what you think. So take care, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.